good morning to all. So we are going to start with a new topic that is dementia. And the main cause of dementia is also a disease that is known as Alzheimer's disease. Yes, so together we will be learning what is dementia, how it is affected in the diseases, other types of diseases, other causes of dementia. One of them is Alzheimer's disease. Before we start, we should know what is the normal function of a neuron, normal function of the central nervous system that we have been discussing in your previous semesters, may that be in physiology, may that be in anatomy. So there are certain changes that happen with aging. Yes. And these changes are not uniform in dementia. જે પણ changes આપણે વાત કરવાના છીએ એ dementia specific હશે. But first we are also going to see the changes that happen for a normal individual with aging. So dementia as a whole, the conception is that it is something related to only memory. Only memory is affected. That is a misconception. Yes. It can affect all aspects of cognition. બધા જ aspects જે cognition ના છે. One of them is memory, agree, but not only memory. There are other aspects, for example, speech. Even some perceptions can be altered in dementia. Yes, which are the signs and symptoms we'll be discussing later on. But most important, we need to learn that it is not only related to memory, it is one of the part of memory. Yes, એટલે આપણે જોવાનું છે કે કઈ રીતે આપણે dementia ને treat કરી શકીએ and if it is treatable at all or not in the later stages. So there are certain changes that happen with aging. જેમ age વધશે for an individual, specifically above 70 years of age, there are high chances normal brain functions, normal brain anatomy changes. Yes, the size of the brain decreases. Yes, the neurons, the number of neurons decreases. Also, the synapses they decrease. Synapses are what? With connection between two neurons. Neurons की वजह से connection. Connection क्या है ऐसे neurons से? Neurons तो चलते जैसे तो naturally synapses from that was all anatomy. This is all anatomy. There are also changes that happen physiologically. So one of them, of course, is forgetfulness. That is common. If we are talking about an individual above 70 or 80 years of age, forgetfulness is much common. Reaction time for an individual will decrease. There will be problems in some portion of speech also. Yes. So this is all that is related. Information does not pass fast. Say for example, you are throwing a ball at someone, yes, and they move their head or try to catch it with their hands. Yes, so this is reaction time. Then after the patient has done a reaction, the reactions almost we are talking about the reflex activity. So reflexes also require normal muscles or normal nerves. Nervous system should be normal, especially peripheral nervous system, which is controlled directly through the spinal cord. That is what a reflex is formed. So if that is not happening, that means there is presence of normal changes that happen after the aging. There are other changes we are going to see, which are those one by one. So language, speech will be affected. Slower getting words from the brain. તમે કહેશો એ એમને સમજાશે પણ નહીં ક્લિયરલી and respond કરવામાં એટલું જ ટાઈમ લાગશે, ડિફિકલ્ટી થશે. એક્ઝેક્ટ વર્ડ એમને નહીં મળે. Yes, so that is one of the signs of normal aging. That is change occurring in central nervous system. Intelligence, little slower solving problems. So cognition, main part, problem solving. Yes, that will be much lower. Compare an individual of 70 years with an individual of 20 years. Yes, and the problem taking time will almost be double. Yes, so 20 years, if you give some problem, maybe that related to mathematical problem or day-to-day life problem. Emma patient, જે 20 years નું હશે with same knowledge, same experience, everything, they will perform twice faster compared to an individual of 70 years old. Memory declines in progression, as we already saw. Forgetfulness is much more common. Uh, and information starts at about age of 40 years. 70 years old take up to 4 times longer to basic memory test than 20 years old. So this for talk about intelligence. That was twice. Memory જ્યારે ટેસ્ટ કરવાની વાત આવે તો 4 times slow થઈ જશે 4 times slow. Yes, so if an individual you ask the question what did you did last hour or where did you park a specific car in the morning or afternoon whatsoever when the patient is coming to your clinic, at that time the patient will tell you, a 20 years patient will tell you within 2 or 3 seconds. Yes, but an individual with dementia will take 4 times more time. Yes, so it will take around 8 to 12 seconds to say the same answer as the person compared to a 20 years old individual. Reaction time, it is decreased as we talked about. Reaction time is the most important. The example here given is of a car. So say for example a 70 years old person reverse magadi reaction and their reaction time has decreased. So even though there is an accident in the reverse, he will not stop because the motor system is not actively participating or we can say is delayed in participating. So ગાડી ત્યાં ઉપર ચડી જશે પછી પેશન્ટ ને ખ્યાલ આવશે કે yes we have to apply the brakes. Brake message પણ ફોર્મ કરી દેશે પણ પહોંચવામાં ટાઈમ લાગશે. Yes, so that is what is normal changes occurring during a normal aging. Changes occurring in CNS. Also, we need to see why this happens. So, neurons, what is the function of neurons to pass the signal from one region of the body to another region? Yes. Now, whenever we do a simple task, it's simple task. Karsu, topan. It will be the nucleus, the dendrites, axons, and there will be another neuron which will pass the information to the synapse. Yes, we have discussed the synapse in various diseases also, and this is the normal physiology that we are recollecting, refreshing. Now, say, may that be from the periphery. Periphery the signal first say they will pass to the first order neuron, to the second order neuron, to the third order neuron, and a third order neuron pass કરતા જે brain માં છે already sense કરવા માટે or to perceive the sensation also there are hundreds, thousands and billions of neurons that the signal has to pass. Yes, so this signal if it passes through slowly, so reaction time becomes also slower. Yes, so these are the normal changes that happen with aging. Now, what is dementia? So, dementia is a collection of symptoms resulting from disease or injury to the brain. Yes. Disease or injury, anything can happen. Alzheimer's disease that we discussed is one of the diseases that causes this condition. Injury to the brain may that be related to TBI or even in stroke. Yes, these are extrinsic factors. Intrinsic factors એટલે અંદરના factors પણ આમાં affect કરે છે. For example, hormones, drugs specifically, and special medication. If taken in excessive amount, they are reversible. But here, what we are going to see conditions, they are irreversible. Dementia એવી conditions છે જે reversible છે. Say for example, કોઈ patient બહુ વધારે drug abuse કરે છે, alcohol abuse કરે છે, એના લીધે પણ dementia થાય. But if the patient stops doing that, alcohol stop કરી દે, drug abuse stop કરી દે, hormones છે abnormal છે, એનું આપણે externally provide કરીએ agent તો એમાંથી normal થઈ જશે. Yes, so there is no need to provide special care. You can just withdraw or maintain the balance of these things, and the patient will have normal lifestyle. Dementia will go away. That is reversible dementia. But Alzheimer's disease, once it happens, or any other form of injury, traumatic brain injury, stroke, yes, at that time it becomes irreversible. Irreversible, take one thing you reverse also not this. So it is also a collection of symptoms. Yes, after the starting. Yes, it is not just related to memory, it is related to speech, it is related to language, it is related to even reaction time. It will all become normal. Normal aging સાથે changes આવે છે એની ઉપર આ બધા additional changes આવે છે. So what is dementia? It is a progressive disorder. એટલે એકવાર થઈ ગયું એટલું જ રહેશે નહીં. It will keep increasing, getting worse over time. Today, the patient is not able to recollect what short-term memory or immediate recall is. In the long run, the patient will even not remember long-term memory. Yes. Memory also is affected in phases. Memory कौन से? We know the types of memory. Yes, immediate recall, short-term memory, and long-term memory. The first ones to be affected are immediate recall and short-term memory. Long-term memory are relatively free or relatively spared. Yes, એમાં બહુ affection નહીં આવે. So immediate recall, like I took the example, okay, what you did in the morning or where have you parked your car near the center, clinic, whatever it is, that is immediate recall. Short-term memory is same, recalling something which has happened over a short period of time, but long-term memory, life events like birthdays, like anniversaries, like some death of a spouse, all these are long-term memories that remain in the brain. So these three, out of these three, two are affected most, immediate recall and short-term memory. Long-term memory is completely spared. But as the time progresses, say for example, at the 60 years of age, patient had dementia diagnosed, Alzheimer's disease diagnosed. When the patient is of 60 years of age, compare it to the same patient when they get 70 years of age. The condition will be worse. Comparing two times, that will always give you that the dementia is progressive disorder. It will get worse over time. With time, you say, condition or the symptoms will increase. Yes. So what happens in the brain, as we discussed about neurons, the basic structural and functional unit of the CNS. There are billions of cells called neurons in the human brain, as you are already aware. Neurons are able to pass information from every part of the body to neurons in the spinal cord and brain. So from the periphery, it moves towards the spinal cord, then it moves to the brain. Yes, and in this whole way, billions of neurons, not just in the periphery, even in the brain, will try to communicate and pass on the information. Then we can send some senses or perform some action. Information is also passed among the billions of neurons in the brain. This allows us to think, feel, and act, something that is physiology of brain. In conditions that cause dementia, the neurons and channels for passing information between the neurons are damaged. That means the neuron itself will be damaged. Along with this, the synapses will also be damaged. અને કોઈ પણ જગ્યાએ સાયનેપ્સ જો હેમ્પર થશે, ડેમેજ થશે, there are chances that will not open up the channel and the conduction will block there. Synapse વગર કોઈ પણ ન્યુરોન આગળ આખી ઇન્ફોર્મેશન પાસ ના કરી શકે. એક જ ન્યુરોન કન્ટિન્યુ ના હોય. સાયનેપ્સ છે એટલે જ ન્યુરોન્સ તે બનાવીને આગળ ઇન્ફોર્મેશન પાસ કરે છે. Yes, so if synapse is affected, then the information will be blocked. If information is blocked, patient or the brain will not be able to think, act, or perceive spatial senses. Percentage of people with dementia, IA, I will see this graph. 65 to 74, when the individuals are there at the age, 30%, or sorry, 3% is only affected. Compare it to next decade, 75 to 84 years of age, 19% affected. Yes, and over 85 next decade, 47%, almost half the population will be affected with dementia. Yes, so it is a severe condition, it is a prevalent condition, and when it is irreversible, as the name suggests, we cannot do anything but accept the fact and ask the patient to modify their lifestyle. Coming to signs and symptoms. So we'll be discussing two of them in this lecture. Amnesia, aphasia, apraxia, agnosia, agitation. We have seen all these terms before. Two of them are perceptual. One related to memory. Aphasia related to language. And agitation related to behavior. Yes, so you see, all of this together are cognition. Memory, language, perception, and behavior. All of this together, they are part of cognition. Amnesia, loss of memory, as we already described. Aphasia, patient is not able to understand or understand it very slowly and will take time to respond. They do not get appropriate words. Apraxia and agnosia, we have already described, and agitation, that is, the patient is always fearful, always ready to fight, agitated, yes, anxious. So, first coming to memory changes, that is amnesia. What is amnesia? That is decrease or no memory. First of all, talking about the recent memory, then we'll see about the long-term memory. So, recent memory is most difficult for people with dementia. Cannot store information, cannot retrieve stored information. There are three phases in which our memory is built. Yes, the first is input phase. When we give an input, then the phase of storing comes. And then last is recollecting. For this, you are already aware our limbic system, hypothalamus, all this play an important role from converting the storing into recollecting or reviving the memory. So input normal check, but it has decreased in frequency. Storing is again more difficult. Storing સૌથી વધારે difficult. Okay, recollecting will be triple times difficult. Input decreased. Input normal check. So input is utmost normal, can be done still at a slower pace. Storing is difficult and recollecting or reviving is very difficult for you. Yes, and that too this happens first of all in short term or recent memory. Cannot store information, cannot retrieve the stored information. Information received and retained for minutes, hours, or days. Yes, so all this is mainly affecting the information that has been received for minutes, hours, or days. That is mainly affecting the immediate and short-term memory, as we have already described. For long-term memory, store information from months or years ago. These are often the only memories individual with dementia can remember. Now consider yourself. You passed your 10th standard with 90 plus percentage. Yes, that is one of a long-term memory. How happy you were, how your family praised. You might have got awards from various locations. You got admission in 11. Now come today. Yes, you are in third year of physiotherapy and you encounter dementia. There happens amnesia. The only memories that you will have is long-term memories. Yes. So long-term memories, one of the life events that you remember is 90% of 10 standard. Yes, then you do not recollect any of the life events. So the last thing that you recollect is from the past. And you start believing this past is your present. Tomorrow past, tomorrow present bani jai. For the individual who is having dementia, they will think that past is their present. So they are living in a, say for example, you passed your 10th standard in 2015. So in 2015, you are still living, may that be in 2020. Yes, so this is what is long-term memory's role in dementia. It will create such memories, it will live, the patient will live such memories thinking that they are still in the past. Pastમાં રહીને હમણાં પ્રેઝન્ટમાં એક્ટ કરશે. Yes, so that is something you need to understand. So having long-term memories is also good. We can say it is of course better than losing all of the memory, but still that creates a new problem. A patient past અને જેની last memory હશે સૌથી last memory that is stored as long-term memory એ એને present સમજીને or હમણાં જ થયું છે એમ સમજીને આગળ ચાલશે. So that is again a big problem. So these are the only memories individuals with dementia can remember. Aphasia. Aphasia, as the name suggests, related to speech and language. So there are two problems in this. First is understand. હું બોલું છું તમને સમજાય છે. If you are awake, you will be getting it very easily. Yes. So cannot understand the speech. If you are drowsy at this point, yes, you are in sleep. The first lecture is સવારનો. I'm still drowsy. ચાલુ રાખીને ખાલી lecture attend કરી છે. That is fine for attendance. So you will not understand. Yes. So this is also a sign of dementia. Yes. You will not be able to respond appropriately because they will not understand what you are saying. Now the questions પૂછો. And if you are drowsy or your state of consciousness, you will not be able to answer. Yes. So that is first aphasia, not understanding someone speaking to you, or if they understand that will be whether he is low. Second, cannot produce the speech itself. Speech produces mixed. There's difficulty in finding the words and jumble words. Yes, so they mix the words or they have no appropriate words to describe a situation in a normal sentence. Yes, they jumble the words. That is how the patient will have problems with such cases. So these are the two main difficulties that the patient will encounter when we are seeing such patients. As a therapist and as a neurophysician, knowing the signs and symptoms of any disease, especially dementia, is the most important because you will know the patient does not tell you the truth. Why? Because their memory is affected and also they are busy or having difficulties finding the appropriate words for the conversation. Words use they might use the wrong words, jumbled words, or their memory is affected, generally they want words affected. Depending on these two, just language and memory, there is one term that is motor learning. So if a young motor skill learn you need language to understand, to speak, and also memory. Yes, memory is of course utmost important. हमारे neuro सीखू છે હમણાં. So if what I'm saying, you do not have the capacity to input or store or retrieve, then it is useless. It's the first thing. પણ હું input જે આપું છું through facial senses, through vision, through audio, એ પણ જો ના હોય, that is language. Yes. So again, input જ stop થઈ જશે. Input stop થઈ જશે તો આગળની process નથી થવાની. There will be no storing and retrieving of the information because the input is abnormal. So that is why patient cannot learn new skills. કોઈ પણ નવી skill patient learn કરવું બહુ જ difficult છે in such cases. Say for example cycling. Yes, so whenever you want to cycle, you are given various instructions. You want to learn driving, you are given various instructions. Instruction follow કરશો અને with experience, memory, old memories, new memories that you are forming while doing first or second ride. એ બધા સાથે થઈને તમને નવી skill આપશે. Yes, and every time you drive, you become better with time. Yes, so practice makes perfect. So that also depends on your memory. So this is a skill. Learning new skill is very difficult for that individual. Motor learning, learning in motor aspect. Yes, say for example, cycling. Say for example, driving a car. Say for example, doing household activities. This is also a motor learning activity. You don't know how to do it, you have to learn it. For learning, memory is needed as well as languages. But most important, then only you can learn how to do things and do them more efficiently. Okay. We'll keep it till here. In the next lecture, we are going to see the next three, which are related to perception and behavior. Yes, and then we are going to see the causes of dementia, and we'll at the end see what all changes as a therapist, as a neurophysician, also a practitioner can provide to such a patient, and what will be the lifestyle of that individual, how we will modify them. If you have any doubt, please let me know.